I put ASPAS number 1 because every time I watch ASPAS, it's just like...
Everyone knows ASPAS is insane, right?
ASPAS is the best player alive.
First, I will put me.
Forsaken, one of the best players alive. The best player alive. Next. Loud, really bad this year.
Okay, what you need is like an ASPAS. If you like ASPAS, it's like kind of free. Like however he is as a player, that's like how I always presumed to be. But I think people underestimate ASPAS. I don't care people. I always see people downplay ASPAS.
I know you mentioned too, and also your coaches, everyone's mentioned how it's like just doing stuff doesn't fit your play style. It's not like you're not comfortable on it too. Is it because you're too selfless as a person to take it?
I mean, I consider myself as a genius when it comes to util usage. So.
Chegou a hora de evoluir de verdade no Valorant. Tá cansado de ter essa tela tenebrosa que dá até vergonha? Ou de estar no mesmo elo há várias temporadas? Ou até mesmo quer entrar pro cenário competitivo, mas não sabe como dar o primeiro passo? Tá na hora de entrar pro VAVA Academy. Aqui você evolui em semanas o que demoraria meses para alcançar. Porque aqui você não vai precisar aprender tudo sozinho, ou com cursos prontos que te ensinam o que todo mundo já sabe. No VAVA Academy você vai ter um coach radiante particular, que vai montar uma rotina de treino específica para você, te ensinando todos os macetes de todos os agentes e mapas do Valorant. Então, para de enrolação, clica no primeiro link aqui na descrição e vem pro VAVA Academy. Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? Em um aquecimento para o Champions, o perfil oficial do Valorant Champions Tour postou um vídeo onde alguns jogadores foram selecionados para montar tier lists, e entre as tier lists estavam uma de jogador mais assustador no 1v1 e também de equipes, e separamos alguns trechos onde tem citações a brasileiros. Então já deixa seu like nesse vídeo, confere se está inscrito aqui no canal e vamos lá ver.
The spike is going to be planted and I have a certain amount of time to put these little sticky things onto this board. I have to rank 5 names or items on 5 tier lists.
Okay, it looks easy.
Okay.
Okay, ASPAS will go top 1. He's quite scary.
So can go first. ASPAS go for.
He does not get my respect yet.
Boostio will go bottom 5.
Boostio? Bro.
Boostio number 5.
Lucio, see you later, mate.
I'm gonna put Benji this year at 3. That guy's the GOAT.
Forsaken, one of the best players alive.
Why is me there?
The best player alive. Next.
Where's Heretics? There's no Heretics!
Loud, really bad this year.
They beat us though.
Boom! No, I can't.
He's still the best.
Sentinels, Pepper X. Okay, I'm gonna put this.
Pepper X. I put number 5.
Taking my time.
A Paper X.
Oni, 2, 6 seconds, I'm fine.
Kuranami.
No. Loud.
And this one. Thank you for coming to my tier list.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Boom.
No.
That's a .01 diffuse in my book. I made that. On land, that's a .01 diffuse. Most controversial list on the board.
I mean, I think this list is actually perfect right now.
It's because it was the first thing that popped up.
如果我看，因为最开始的是 Sentinels 嘛，然后如果我知道的话，我肯定会把 Fnatic 放第一。
I'll say number 1 is Sentinels. The reason why, even though they're not qualified for Shanghai, but I think they will still do well to qualify in PCT Champions later. They have like good chemistry and good teammates so far.
I think Paper X is really, really good. Same with Fnatic. So I felt like this was a clear 1 and 2 for me.
Fnatic number 3 because I feel like Fnatic's still the best team in the world because I like Booster and everyone in Fnatic.
Fnatic, couldn't put them first because that'd just be cursing and I could look like an idiot. So I put us a nice close second.
And then I saw Loud and Loud got in 4. And then I saw EDG and EDG got in 5.
Okay, I did mess up on this. Okay, let me have a think of what I would change.
Now this one actually worked out all right.
I put ASPAS number 1 because every time I watch ASPAS, it's just like he's so insane with his mechanics and stuff.
Everyone knows ASPAS is insane, right?
ASPAS is the best player alive.
First, I will put me, Mr. ASPAS.
Forsaken number 2, ASPAS number 3, and then Kankang number 4. But the thing is, Kankang is still very scary.
I scare myself because I know I'm good.
I'm curious how other people put me.
Benji Fishy is so underrated. This guy's insane.
I mean, Bendy Fishy's playing really well, so this is like troll, but I'm gonna keep saying it. Until he beats you, I'm gonna give him no respect.
And off the swing, only one found. Forget about waiting. The future is now.
Benji Fishy's class. He's from the UK. They make him different over there.
But yeah, you know, in my worlds, I'm number one, so.
Pois é, o vídeo ficou bem legal, então recomendo demais que assistam ele completo, o link vai estar aqui na descrição. E ainda falando sobre o Aspas, o JAWGEMO da EG durante uma live recente comentou sobre o brasileiro e falou até que as pessoas tentam diminuir o Aspas, saca só.
But just okay. I'm not gonna give it like any props that I would say. There's like ASPAS jet. Okay, what you need is like an ASPAS. If you're like ASPAS, it's like kind of free. Like however he is as a player, that's like how I always presume to be. But I want to be at like that, like ASPAS one day. Like him as an individual player, how he like carries himself and does everything he needs to do to like be the best. That's something. But I think people underestimate ASPAS. I don't care people. I always see people downplay ASPAS. And I think he deserves a lot. The guy has literally MVP almost every season. This is no glaze shit. This is just facts. You know what I'm saying? And he's the nicest guy I've ever met, dude.
Mas e aí, qual a sua opinião sobre tudo isso? Já deixe nos comentários e se liga só nesse recado do Rei dos Coins antes da próxima notícia. Se você quer comprar gift card ou colocar Valorant Points para comprar aquela skin e ainda ganhar cashback em qualquer compra, o lugar certo é no Rei dos Coins e o link vai estar aqui na descrição. Recentemente saiu uma entrevista com o SAADHAK no canal do Ravish e foi uma entrevista bem diferente do normal, com um tom bem mais íntimo, onde o SAADHAK realmente se abriu e falou bastante sobre o ano da Loud e seu ponto de vista sobre algumas coisas, e separamos alguns trechos aqui para conferirmos.
On the board? Let's go, dude. How are the vibes from all that after a tough month, bro? What's going on with that? Yeah.
I mean, finally we won, right? Like we started out like really bad.
Happens.
It happens, but then we bounced back and we got the W. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God you did too. So now, I imagine it was like first map tough, quick mental reset, right?
Yeah.
You go back in second and third too. Was it a lot of prep that went today, or was it just like, you know what, guys? Let's just play what we can. It's fine, bro. We'll see what happens.
I mean, we didn't do any prep. Like I'm gonna be honest, we just like went with the flow because it didn't really matter what we were playing, because it doesn't matter who wins or who lost.
True. Yeah.
But at the same time, like we did it to be chill and be more relaxed when we play. So yeah, it worked out well.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so, right? We finally got that going. We finally had someone who's down to play duelist as well too, which is huge, and it took you off finally. Which, by the way, just a small note on that. I know you mentioned too, and also your coaches, everyone's mentioned how it's like just doing stuff doesn't fit your play style. It's not like you're not comfortable on it too. Is it because you're too selfless as a person to take it?
I mean, I consider myself as a genius when it comes to util usage. So, like I was kind of like not doing my thing when I was playing duelist in a way, because like you can see with Breach and Gecko, for example, like every single time, like I knew how to use my utility the best way possible. So mostly with Breach, like the guys kill a lot of people stunned or blinded, so it's kind of like, you know, it feels my playstyle super well. So
I mean, I get that, right? Because like you understand how to control the flow of the game, too, which I find leads really heavily to how you want to call the game as well, too. Now, you say you're a genius when it comes to util usage, of course, which, hey, let's go. I see it already. But you find that just that level of IQ also translates to your ability to be a leader as well, too. Are you cool like that?
To be a leader, you don't have to be super smart.
No.
You have to understand people, I would say, because when you're leading a team, like you're leading people. You're not leading, you know, like maybe having emotional intelligence is more than just having intelligence, you know. I would say like it helps a lot being kind of smart, a little bit smart, but most of it, like it helps me understand how the other guy works, like the mind. For example, I don't know, you have a kind of player like he needs motivation to play. You need a player that he just want to be alone. So you understand these things and you adjust to each individual player. So yeah.
Okay. I mean, then that's incredible in the sense that, so you've displayed that you both have both IQ and EQ as well, right? So you're smart about the game, and you can understand your players on a really deep level. Which I found over the past like couple months or so, and I find like just even throughout your time competing as well, you know, people have praised your leadership styles, your calling styles, and all that as well. And you yourself, whenever you come on to appear on camera, you know, there's a lot of humility there, and there's a lot of like respect given to the people watching. So two things on that. Number one, why do you find that you are constantly so open and honest about the people, like with your vlogs and like how you talk to the fans and address them so sincerely about, hey, this is going on, things are kind of shit, I'm sorry?
I think people, well, not people, but like internet and even players from other teams are full of fake people, you know? They don't show the true colors, I would say, and people are kind of like tired. They see every single day like people doing fake videos, fake reactions, fake this, fake that.
Yeah.
I think that for me at least is my approach. Like I want to be honest with people. Like we're playing like shit. Look, we're just playing like shit. That happens, you know. Like we're playing good, guys. We're playing super good.
Yeah.
Nice, you know. And I think people really like that because they see like, okay, we're human beings. We're saying like we see that we have problems. We see like things are happening. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Because I find that also lends into, you know, how you're also always willing to take responsibility for a lot of the team, like a lot of shortcomings, and especially in the past like couple months, there's been a lot of criticism like coming to your side, which some rightful, some necessary, right? And for your end, I know you were always willing to be like, hey guys, just blame me, it's on me, it's fine, things are shit. I know leaders are willing to take up all the brunt, but I find that's a lot of just spotlight put on you, right? It feels.
I mean, being a leader is being not like pushing people from behind, but like leading the way.
Yeah.
In a way.
From the front, yeah.
Yeah, from the front. So you have to be responsible. You have to take the blame. You have to understand what's happening, and you have to like deal with it. It's more like, okay, yeah, I make mistakes. That doesn't make me a loser. Like
no.
But I win, that doesn't make me a winner. You know, like I've seen people winning tournaments and they're not winners. They don't have the winning mentality. And when they lose, they have like, oh my God, I'm never gonna lose. And they start to spiral in depression and all of that. I mean, I have this phrase that I really like is, when you lose, you cry but not that much. And when you win, you party with but not that much. You know, like you don't give that much importance to winning or losing. It's more about the game, what you feel playing, the attitude you do, you feel, you know? It's more like you can win and you can lose. Like there's so many factors that don't come into play.
Exactly.
But when you go out there and you have fun and you kind of like experience every moment. It's kind of like winning will come and losing will come. Don't worry, just enjoy the moment.
It's too. There's been naturally, as you've seen, right? Some of you may not have, some of you may have about talk online, and I found a lot of things coming your way ever since the duelist changes, and ever since you've also hopped in and tried to take the role as well too. Is that fair to you think, or is there naturally your struggles are understandable, right? But from what people say and what you feel as well too, where's the gap between that?
We're a team. We take the decisions together. I would say most, like I do have a bigger influence in the team, what we do and what we don't do. So most of the blame was on me, of course. But at the same time, like we took the decision as a team.
Okay.
So it wasn't like, I want to do this, fuck you. No, it was more like, it was more like, guys, this is an option we can do. Okay, let's try it out. It's working. Okay, let's do it. You know, it's more like towards that. So it's not really like one specific person to blame. It's more like we live together, we die together, kind of a thing. Like, we take the decisions really seriously, and for us that was the best decision at the moment.
Yeah.
Sadly, it didn't turn out to be as good as we thought, and yeah.
I mean, that's fine, right? Because you took and you underwent what you thought would help the team best, which, like you mentioned, decisions don't always necessarily work out, but this one, although led to an eventual positive outcome where we stand here today, finally after a win. Do you look back on that a lot and think about, where you were at the end and like, where you stand on top now?
I mean, of course, I always want to prove myself, but like, after a couple of wins, like that felt kind of empty in a way, because like, how many times you can prove yourself. Like you keep winning, because I won a lot in my life, and you win. Okay, when is the time like you stop trying to prove yourself and start enjoying the game? You know. And for me, like it pivoted more towards that state of mind, more like stop wanting people to kind of like you to talk about you, and more like start enjoying the game and start enjoying what you're doing. You know. So. Like I understand a lot of young players wanting to prove themselves in the scene and all of that, but like I think at the end of the day, it's more important you to be happy with yourself, you know, like
I agree.
Be happy with what you're doing, you know. So yeah.
Mas e aí, qual a sua opinião sobre tudo isso? Lembrando que recomendo demais que você assista a entrevista completa. O link vai estar aqui na descrição. Mas é isso, pessoal. Deixe sua opinião sobre tudo isso aí nos comentários. Aquele abraço, até o próximo vídeo.